Back, everyone. University of Tulsa founded in 1894. A student enrollment of 4,174. Small private school, 58 undergrad programs, 33 grad level, and 10 doctoral programs. The student-teacher ratio here, excellent, 11-1. Nice small classes. I'd like to welcome in Margaret Jenkins, the Chief Marketing Officer from Denny's. For the first time in tour history, we've got a title sponsor. Very pleased to be joined by our wonderful partner, Denny's.
I think so, too.
Official family restaurant of the PBA Tour all year long. Mike Wolf getting set to take on Wes Malott. Mike Wolf last year, not this summer, but last year had to compete in the Tour Trials, and that wasn't easy. There's so much pressure involved for all those great bowlers trying to make the exempt field. This past June in Maryville, Indiana, a large field of bowlers competed for 10 spots trying to become exempt for this year's Denny's PBA Tour season. Chris Loschetter was the top qualifier.
This is the most pressure I've ever felt in my life for 1 week. It just hands down, because it's so overwhelming. And if you finish 11th, the difference between 10th and 11th is everything.
As was the case in the inaugural Tour Trials last year, when the dust settled, many great bowlers fell a little bit short, something Loschetter acknowledged.
I'm really shocked because I've seen a lot of guys work just as hard as I have that aren't going to make it this year, and it just amazes me that I'm so lucky and so blessed to just, to accomplish this.
One of the PBA greats who was on the outside looking in, Mr. 300, Bob Learn Jr.
Everybody knows me as a professional bowler, and I've built my life around that with companies that I'm affiliated with, and I just certainly didn't want to see that go away. So I was trying to save everything I had here in 5 days.
The drama was intense down to the last shot on the last day. In the end, Bill O'Neill edged out Brian Smith for that final spot.
It's very tough mentally because every time you split, you don't want to get yourself too down because it's such a long format. You can't go for splits. You have to get all the wood you can because it's, like it showed today. I made it by 7 pins, so. Just getting the wood, it helped me out all week.
I was very aware of the situation because I knew not one of those guys was in the position that I was going into the last game, knew what was going to happen. Last year, I got to experience it, all the adrenaline, everything coming down to the 8th, 9th, and 10th. I knew what to expect. I want another shot being on the tube. I want another chance to throw that big shot. I mean, that's what it's all about.
Now Richie Allen and 9 others have that chance as exempt members of the 2005-2006 Denny's PBA Tour season. These are 10 of the 15 new exempt bowlers for the Denny's PBA Tour season. And 10 of the new bowlers are between the ages of 24 and 34. Some familiar names, some new, representing some different countries as well. Reyes Gomez from Colombia. Chris Loschetter, so brilliant, Randy, the World Championship last year, finishing second to Patrick Allen.
Yeah, he had a great run at Tour Trials, too. I don't think he ever fell lower than second or third for the 5 days. Just both great all week.
And a quick mention, too, that my partner Randy did very well there, folks. 13th, just falling a little bit short of that top 10 cut to get his card back. Speaking of things coming back, we can't wait. The PBA Tour Skills Challenge returns. We'll see some unbelievable shots like that last year from Brian Voss. How about Brad Angelo putting all those pins down? Mika Koivuniemen matched him, by the way, on that shot. Norm Duke loved it. Parker Bone III through all the chairs and a strike. Yeah, good luck, right? And the eventual champ, Mr. Chris Barnes, Flying Eagle, 2 lanes. What a shot.
Now we know what these guys are doing on their summer vacation.
Trick shots like that. Antonio Reyes. We know something about the Flying Eagle, too. Our second semifinal comes your way next. Who joins Tommy Jones in the championship match? We'll find out. It's either Mike Wolf or Wes Malott from Tulsa. More on the way. Welcome back, everyone. The green country of northeast Oklahoma. This wonderful city of about 700,000 or so. Tulsa. Barnes Jones went to Tommy Jones in that first semifinal pretty easily. Wes Malott and Mike Wolf are next head-to-head. Let's go back down to Erica Herskowitz, who's joined by the other 2 semifinalists.
Yes, I am, Dave. First off, we check in with Wes Malott. And Wes, you've obviously gotten yourself into some great physical condition for this season. How do you think that's going to help you through the grind of this year?
Well, I think it's going to be able to allow my arm swing to get looser, and be able to make better shots, especially when it comes down to the end of the match when you need them to win. And that's kind of what I've been working on over the summer through the regionals, and have done well. So we'll see where it goes here on tour this year.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Now to Mike Wolf. Mike, you won your first tour title last year, which means you didn't have to go through the summer of tour trials. How do you think that's going to affect your approach to this season?
Well, hopefully it's going to, off to a good start this week, it'll get a little more comfortable for the rest of the season and can relax a little bit and know you're going to bowl good.
All right, thank you. Good luck. Back to you, Dave.
All right, Erica, thank you. Mike Wolf, that big victory in Medford, Oregon last year. First ever title coming to us from New Albany, Indiana, near Louisville, right across the bridge into Kentucky. And the matchup head-to-head, this is the first these two have ever faced each other on television. Comes here today in Tulsa.
Going to be interesting to see which one of these players uses their mantelligence. Comes away with a victory. Because it's all about mantelligence, Dave.
Great shot. The start for Mike Wolf, who reminds someone taking pictures down lane, please wait until I release the ball. That would be helpful. West Malott, Round Rock, Texas, not far from Austin. A great run last year in Grand Rapids. Made the TV show, but lost to Liz Johnson, who made history. First ever woman to be on a PBA Tour live telecast. She lost to Tommy Jones in the final. Big West gets going. Yeah, great shot.
Come on. Hey. Looking for some love. He's not going to find anything from Mike Wolf. West Malott had the highest average this week, and he struck 70% of the time. So advantage West Malott, right? But hey, if it comes down to a spare shooting contest, advantage Mike Wolf. But guess what? It's not going to come down to a spare shooting contest this week.
We shall see, my friend. 12-3 match play record. The West coming in. This TV show. Yeah! Gets late help on number 10. Down she goes. Went over Michael Fagan in 6 games in round of 8 the other night in Owasso, Oklahoma, which is a suburb of Tulsa.
Playing a similar line that Tommy Jones was using in the first match. So far, so good. Mike Wolf playing the lanes a little bit closer to what Chris Barnes was doing. Kind of in between the two. Very straight, up the back, high flush.
10 down the pit there for Wolf. He's made 5 career TV shows. Last year, after that win in Medford, also made the Jackson Hewitt Tax Service Open, Akron, Ohio. 4th place finish there. Lost to Dave Traber 191-147. Match he told us last night I'd like to forget quickly.
I guarantee you he's going to shoot a lot higher than 147 today. Oh, thanks. Are you kidding me?
8 stands.
Perfect shot, gets 9. And while you're at it, why don't you just step on his throat? See what he thinks about this. Thanks a lot.
A lot of hook to the spare there. Doesn't go with a plastic ball right at it.
Well, I mean, to make the 8-pin, it's a couple boards right of your strike ball. And with all the friction being to the right, it's pretty easy spare to make.
Wes Mott looks for his first ever title. This is his 4th career TV show. Lost a tremendous amount of weight in the offseason, down 25 pounds. He told us much better diet. And he feels better. 10-pin.
That ball was kind of spent by the time it got to the pocket. Got it way outside, and by the time it got back, it ran out of energy, leaving the weak 10. So my suggestion to Wes, get yourself a handful, son. You're good at that.
Takes care of number 10 and has his mark. Wes told us cut out a lot of the carbs, the fried foods, more veggies instead of bread at meals, and it really has worked out well for him. Don't forget, next week, we're in the Denver area Mile High Classic. Denny's PBA Tour rolls on. Show number 2 of our brand new season. Last year's winner in the Rockies was Tommy Jones. And that was win number 2 of 4 for him last season. His brilliance continues this year. Yes! Great shot from Wes Malott.
Yeah, it really was. And, you know, with Wes losing all this weight, his old nicknames were Shrek and Beast. I mean, what do we call him now? Slim? Take a look at his footwork. Remember the issues last year with the fouling. Going over the fouling, he fouled at the Japan Cup in September a month ago. Said he changed to a new pair of shoes, hasn't had a problem since. I said, how long has it been? He says, a month.
You saw the different inserts there. Great look from our crew lane level for the different shoes Wes has. That comes in high. Look out big for Mike Wolf.
It's exactly what we saw in the previous match. Chris Barnes going straighter. He was the only guy that went really high like that, except for the one bad shot Tommy Jones threw when he was distracted. But I think the way to play the lanes today is the way Wes and Tommy Jones are playing them, because you'll avoid that.
Trying to kick the 2 pins across. The 6 and the 10 to the 4-7. We saw Walter A. Williams Jr. do that last year in Atlanta. First time ever accomplished on TV. Nothing like the look back Walter Ray gave to the deck that day. Did I just do that?
A look of amazement.
Oh, it was incredible for all of us. Well, now a huge hole for Mike Wolf. Open frame in the 4th. Down 36. He beat another Mike Devaney. Round of 8 in 6 games to get here.
Beautiful.
Great adjustment. Different lane. Much better result, Mike Wolf.
I think you really have to be impressed with what Mike Wolf has done in terms of revamping his game. You know, when he first came out on tour, all he really did was hook the lane and circle it. And, you know, he was dedicated enough and willing to make the changes necessary to make him a better bowler out on the PBA Tour, and he's done that.
Finish up the story on Wes Malott last year. Had the 2 fouls in 1 match against Liz Johnson. Grand Rapids. Another great shot from Big Wes. But as he told us, Randy, last night, Liz still had to do well in the 10th frame of that close match. It was a 235-228 final.
I know, you know, he tried to downplay it, but, you know, the bottom line was if he doesn't foul, he wins.
You'll notice the Motel 6 logo on the head pin. That's because it's the Motel 6 6th frame. Motel 6, the official lodging partner. The PBA offering $600 to any bowler who throws 6 straight strikes to start a match on TV.
Hey, Lucky.
Wanted it to be lucky. Came in high. 4-pin.
A lot of sounds, a lot of bodies moving. It's just, it's all part of the arena experience. I know that firsthand.
Now, Wes has been in 4 TV shows in his career, Randy. 3 of those have come in arenas, including today. It's pretty amazing. And he told us yesterday he loves the big setting here. Fans right on top of you in other centers, but not here. Takes care of that mark. But there are some distractions. This beautiful building here, the Reynolds Center, capacity of 8,355, home of the Tulsa Golden Hurricane college basketball team that has made the Sweet 16 3 times since '94. Here at Bowling, we're talking about today. Semifinal rolls on. Wolf Malott from Tulsa, Oklahoma. The Denny's PBA Tour Tulsa Championship on ESPN is brought to you by Denny's. We're cooking now. By Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. Visit geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. And by Motel 6, official lodging partner of the PBA. For the lowest price of any national chain, go to motel6.com. About the midway point of the second semifinal, Tommy Jones threw already with a win over Chris Barnes in the first semi. Wes Malott, a 25-pin lead. Mike Wolf works on a strike, though, with his next shot. We resume our weekly segments of the Dexter approach. And Randy Peterson, this week we're talking about the high backswing from all 4 bowlers.
That's the common denominator this week, and on a 35-foot pattern, you want to throw it faster, get the ball up in the air. See the high backswing of Chris Barnes, left arm in front. Wes Malott, same kind of deal. Mike Wolf, same deal, left arm low, a little more of a crouch. And there's the high backswing of Tommy Jones. Bottom line, when the lane's hooked, you want to throw it faster, get your feet moving, get the ball up in the air. High backswings ruled this week.
We'll see who rules this second semifinal. Mike Wolf in a bit of a hole here. Works on a strike.
And on a sadder note, earlier this month, the PBA and the bowling industry lost a true friend when Jim Maylander, the general manager of Dexter Sport, died after a brief battle with cancer. Jim was a lifelong proponent of our sport, and he will be missed by all of us. The PBA's sincerest condolences go out to the Maylander family.
Sixth frame for Wolf. Oh boy. 7-10. Again, high shot from Mike Wolf.
Just a little bit too far to the right, and that's your result. And it's because of the angle that Mike Wolf's playing, or the lack of angle, I should say. Only 3 players have ever made the 7-10 on television.
Last time all the way back to 1991, Tucson, Arizona, Jet State Rook.
My good buddy John Mazza made it once.
In 91, and Mark Roth in 1980.
And the great Mark Roth.
That's it. On TV. Won't happen here today. And the lead expands from Malott, who has never won a TV match. Bottom of your screen, you see the other finishers here who made match play. Gary Dickinson was the commissioner's exempt choice and got all the way to the round of 8 before losing to Tommy Jones in 5 games. Furthest a commissioner's exempt choice has ever gone.
62-year-old Gary Dickinson. Hall of Famer Gary Dickinson.
He's 3 times won the PBA Senior Tour Player of the Year. 11 senior PBA titles. What a showing for him. That was fun to watch. Tom Doherty, because Makis, a couple players who have rejoined the tour now after doing well with the tour trials over the summer. Yes! A big shot, Wes Malott.
Let's stay up here.
Trying to earn his first ever TV win. Neither Wes nor Mike Wolf are particularly demonstrative, usually with their personalities. They're pretty quiet guys, but some intensity from Wes here today.
And a little slow motion again of the 2 angles that these players are playing, and it's very similar to match number 1. Again, one guy inside hooking it, going third arrow out to the edge, and Mike Wolf right of that. But as you see, another perfect strike from Wes Malott, who has complete control of this match. You can't help but wonder if Chris Barnes and Mike Wolf are saying to themselves, you know, maybe I should have tried to hook it more today.
45 events, folks. Wes Malott in his career with no titles as yet. His best finish, 3rd place at the World Championships, Ypsilanti a couple years back, then 3rd after that loss to Liz Johnson in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Right now he has an enormous lead. Well, Wolf does work on a strike here. 8th frame. Gets help, late trip. Now the 8-pin.
A little wry smile looking back at the 8 that almost stood up again. It's kind of odd that as hard as Mike Wolf's ball is going through the pocket, that the 8-pin would even have a chance to stand up.
Be sure to join ABC Sports live final round coverage of the Chrysler Championship. That's today, 2 o'clock Eastern Time. Carl Peterson looks for his first PGA win. He's 9 under. Steve Lowry tied for the lead at 9 under as well. Multiple PGA Tour winner. Davis Love III, 3 strokes back. Comes your way on ABC today, 2 Eastern. Big shot again from Wolf, who recently completed construction of a house in Indiana. He helped put together with a builder. Heavily involved in that. Would travel around PBA Tour with the blueprints downloaded to his laptop. 5-bedroom beauty, just got it done on a lake near Louisville, Kentucky.
Mike Wolf's only chance now is to get some help from Wes Malott.
Goes for a 37-pin lead. Turkey has it.
Give me some love. Right now, he just needs to fill the 10th frame with any kind of decent count.
Wes Millat is getting closer. Just needs 8 pins now to wrap this one up. It'll be his first ever TV victory, and he'll take on Tommy Jones for the title. He'll get 9 with a 10-pin standing, and that's it. Wes Millat has advanced to his first ever TV final, where he'll take on the world's hottest bowler, Tommy Jones. Waits off to the side. 10-pin from Millat. Streamlined version of Wes Millat. Looks great, having lost all that weight.
I can relax, baby.
He's gone down 1 pant size, 1 shirt size. Says it just feels tremendous to have that much less weight to worry about. Not a heavy workout guy, but really watch what he ate. And it's made a difference. With a nice appearance in Japan. Nyquist finished there, and now he's through in this semifinal over Mike Wolf. He'll take on Tommy Jones for the title here in Tulsa. Maybe this is the year Wes Millat makes some real noise.
You see how he holds up physically? You know, a lot of times when you lose a lot of weight, things start to change. Apparently, his physical game is still there. He's real solid. Off to a great start for the 05-06 season. You're going to see a lot more of Mike Wolf as well. I truly believe that. And I think Mike is, you know, he's rooming with Chris Barnes. He's obviously learned a lot. Chris Barnes is kind of the mold, or, you know, the guy that you want to kind of model yourself after. And he's pretty fortunate to have a guy that intelligent. And, you know, that greatness starts to rub off on you after a while. Kind of like working with you, Dave.
Why, thank you, partner. Nice of you to say. Mike Wolf told us last night his first goal of winning that first ever title, which he did last year in Medford, has been attained. Wants to be in contention every week. Bowl on a lot of shows. Well, he started off in style as he whiffs on the single pin conversion, but the match long since decided. And Wes Millat is through. We'll take on Tommy Jones, 236-209. Will Millat break through for his first ever win, or will the hottest player on the Denny's PBA Tour win yet again for the second time already this season? We'll find out. Final yet to come. Welcome back to Tulsa, Oklahoma, everyone. This past summer, the legendary longtime voice of the PBA, Chris Schenkel, passed away. For so many years, he graced the airways of ABC Sports with his classic presence and golden voice. His unparalleled work with the sport brought bowling into every household and helped the PBA Tour reach incredible levels of popularity nationwide. We will all miss one of the all-time great ambassadors of bowling, Chris Schenkel.